I'm making a very, very simple Wintertodt guide. There's very few things you need to do to start out with Wintertodt. First things first, go straight to the GE and purchase these items as listed. A fire tiara, a wood camo top, wood camo legs, a staff of fire, a tinderbox, a hammer, and roughly about 500 jugs of wine. Once you buy those, buy about 50 games necklaces and 50 rings of dueling. Once you purchase those, teleport to Wintertodt camp, assuming you have 50 fire making to begin Wintertodt in the first place. Once you teleport here, you'll see a place like this. Head to the bank and equip the wood camo top, the wood camo legs, your staff of fire, and a fire tiara. Also, I suggest using a dragon axe, but if you can't use one or can't afford one, use either an adamant or a rune axe. Either one works. It doesn't matter if you wield them or not. In this case, you don't need to. If you have the GP, I also highly suggest buying a Regen bracelet. The Regen bracelet restores your hit points double the amount that you traditionally do. So every minute you restore 1 hit point, but if you're equipping the Regen bracelet, you restore 2. If you also enable the rapid heal prayer, you'll restore 4 hit points every 1 minute. And so over a period of 5 minutes, you'll restore 20 hit points as opposed to just 5 without using the rapid heal or the Regen bracelet. So it's very beneficial at a place like Wintertodt where you're going to be hit with constant damage, and gradually it'll just restore your HP to the point where sometimes you won't even need to eat during a kill. And I'll explain that later on as we go. After you get a kill with Wintertodt, you're going to experience some things called loot crates, and when you open them, you could potentially find something called Pyromancer armor. These pieces increase your XP, and if you wield all 4 pieces, you'll have an increase in XP of 2.5%. So once you get any of these pieces, I suggest immediately equipping them and banking whichever piece it replaces. So if you get the hood, then just bank your fire tiara and etc. So if you're starting out, this is what you're going to look like, assuming you don't have the Regen bracelet. Ideally, you're gonna be wielding a dragon axe. You can also purchase something called a Tomb of Fire if you want to be able to wield the axe, but it's not 100% necessary. So this would be your setup to begin with for equipment. Now, for food, you're gonna want to take out. I suggest maybe 8 wines at the beginning if you're new to this. You're gonna find that over time you're gonna need less and less food with experience, and also the higher your prayer level, the less food you're going to need to consume due to the rapid heal prayer being enabled the entire time. So once you get to, you're going to want to hop to World 9. This is the Wintertodt world, and run over here to the north, equipping all 4 of these items. So what these items do is they reduce the amount of damage you get hit by Wintertodt because they're considered warm clothing. And the game's just begun, but I'll resume the clip when a new game begins. So at the top left-hand corner, you'll see a timer. This is the spawning time for the Wintertodt boss. Right before the timer gets to 0, stand directly in the spot in the southwestern corner of the map, right directly in the spot, right next to the brazier. Once the time hits 0, enable your prayer and watch as I do. So the timer just hit 0, click the brazier, and you'll light it and see an experience drop. After that, run directly to the spot between these broomer roots and these crates. I also suggest turning your public off, but you're going to begin by chopping broomer roots. Now, when you're chopping the roots, you can completely AFK. If Wintertodt hits you, you'll still continue to chop the roots. So the most AFK part about Wintertodt is the root part of it. You gain woodcutting experience, and this is based on your woodcutting level. Higher your level, the more experience you gain. So as you want to maximize the amount of experience, do not fletch these logs at all, and make sure you keep an eye on your health. So once you get a full inventory of logs, run over that same spot you were at the beginning and feed the burning brazier. So that's all there is to it. That's literally Wintertodt right there. It's very, 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 very simple. Do not do anything besides what I just said. Don't heal the pyromancer. Just stand in the spot, feed the fire, run back, chop. Run back here, feed the fire, run back, chop. And just rinse and repeat the entire time. In order to get a loot crate, you need at least 500 points, and sometimes you may not hit that at the beginning, and sometimes you will. Also, it is to note that if you do get damaged by Wintertodt, you'll stop burning the fire. So I suggest putting on your game sound so you'll hear your character get injured, and you'll know to re-click on the burning brazier to continue on feeding the fire with logs. Now, as your health gets lower, just eat whenever you need to, just drop the jugs. Once the Wintertodt kill is over, tally to clan wars, and what this does is allows you to bank the items you just got from your crate, and also it allows you to restore your prayer. So just run over here, deposit any items you got from the loot crate, and then run back over here, click on the portal, and wait for your health and prayer and run to restore back to 100. And once this skull pops up, you can teleport back to Wintertodt and rinse and repeat and do that all the way to 99 fire making. It's that simple. Not much to it. Wintertot's very simple. There's no need to get stressed over it. It's fun and enjoyable and can be cancerous at times, but that's why I suggest putting your public off to eliminate the why Fletch and whatever else crap people say. But it's very simple. It's fun. Enjoy yourself. Good luck on 99 fire making.